Oh my gosh, I can't believe what we just saw. Because my post-game reaction, my thoughts, the only word that's encircling my brain right now, it's just... Bruh. Bruh, come on. Oh my goodness. We'll get into Laurent Brossoit. We'll get into Derek Forbort and Nils Hoglander. We'll get into all of that stuff, but pretty much this game was epitomized by true Canucks luck. And what I mean by that isn't really reflective of anything that they actually put out there on the ice, but because before this game began, we noted that this was the very first reverse retro game the Vancouver Canucks would play. They have 4 games in a row, I think, of the reverse retros at home. And earlier today, before the game actually started, the Canucks posted this tweet on Twitter. For every goal the Canucks score tonight, TD Canada will give away a reverse retro jersey to a lucky fan. To enter, reply to this tweet with your favorite Canucks player from 2001 and 2006. Random winners will be selected after tonight's game, and the contest is open to BC residents 19+. Now, I got involved in this. I said Jarkko Ruutu was my favorite Canuck from that era, but we had a few people kind of joking around. Harmon Dale said something talking about how, oh, wouldn't it be so Canucks for them to get shut out on this night when they said they're going to give things away for how many goals they score. And lo and behold, it happened. Oh my gosh, Canucks luck, baby. This is what it's like. This is what it's like being a Canucks fan. And I will say, even though the Canucks didn't play poorly in this one per se, I do think they played honestly kind of okay. I really didn't expect myself to get super stressed out watching the Canucks game. I was saving all my stress for Penthouse Season 2 later today. But this Vancouver Canucks squad came out here and they lost 2-0 to a Winnipeg Jets team starting out their backup in Laurent Brossoit, who absolutely deserved the win. I mean, he was a great goaltender in this one, absolute stud. Thatcher Demko was absolutely phenomenal as well. But for the Vancouver Canucks, it's kind of funny because there were so many scoring chances in this one that could have gone either way that I think really could have put either team on top. And I'm just kind of numb to it, I guess, you know? We're used to this. We're used to the moral victories coming out over here for Vancouver Canucks fans because, oh, that was a game where they played well. They didn't convert on their chances. It was a moral victory because we played well and we should have scored. But no, you guys got shut out by Laurent Brossoit. Come on. Come on. At some point, you gotta learn how to shoot, right? Especially in the third period when you guys are down by 1. Stop getting super fancy, trying to find the perfect play. Playing on the perimeter, just get something to the goal. Oh my gosh, it was frustrating to watch towards the end there. But you know what? It was actually really frustrating to watch at the beginning of the game too. Because the first period saw the Vancouver Canucks just absolutely get creamed in their own zone. They kept on losing puck battles. Jordy Ben kept on giving it away because, wow, it's like we have last year's Jordy Ben back over here. Trying to give the puck to Hughes, no, he gives it to the Jets instead. Thatcher Demko was out here making save after save after save in the first period. Shots on goal 15-9 in period number 1. Demko makes 14 saves because, hey, guess what? The only goal that's scored in like 57 or 8 minutes of play-ish, something like that, it's a breakaway. Like, what? Miller passes it back to Edler in the offensive zone. It bounces over his stick. And who picks it up in the neutral zone? Oh, it's Mark Scheifele. No big deal. Yeah, that's a big deal. Mark Scheifele takes it. He absolutely gets by Edler. Like, Edler is slow. Edler is not the same Edler like we had 10 years ago. He's tough as nails, but he's slow as molasses out there. He gets beat very clean. Mark Scheifele comes in. He forehand backhands it. It's a goal. Breakaway on Thatcher Demko, and you can't stop Mark Scheifele under those circumstances. Okay, 1-0 Winnipeg. Cool. But the Vancouver Canucks actually kind of bounced back a little bit afterwards. We had the Lotto line almost getting some good shifts and tips. Horvat, Pearson, and Hoglander had a 3-on-1 that didn't convert because the pass to Hoglander got deflected. Ben gave it away a few times in his own zone, and then Thatcher Demko, he had to stand up tall. He had to make a very good save on Kyle Connor towards the end of the period. They tried that one-timer out to the outside. Kyle Connor gets absolutely robbed by Demko. But then at the end of the first period, hey, it's the Canucks. They almost score like 3 times. Juolevi gets denied at the doorstep on the rebound, and then he gets robbed again after Boeser sends it to him out in front. Laurent Brossoit, man, comes out here, makes some killer saves, keeps the Jets in it with the lead. And that continued on into the second period because Elias Pettersson got some nice chances on Bruh-Soit out at the start of the second. The Canucks power play almost scored too, but it was robbery by Bruh-Soit. But you know what? Even if it's not Bruh-Soit making the saves, the Vancouver Canucks just did not convert on all the chances they got. For example, later in the period, it's Jay Beagle, sends it out in front to Adam Gaudette with an open net to shoot at, and he shoots it wide. Bruh-Soit doesn't even need to touch this one. It's just wide. It doesn't go in. And then Demko had to make a whole bunch of other saves too because the Canucks, you give some, you take some away. The Vancouver Canucks kind of crumbled away a little bit, but the Jets, hey, they get absolutely stoned by Thatcher Demko. So even though Bruh-Soit is doing a very good job over there for the Jets, Demko is doing a very good job over there for the Canucks as well. The middle of the second period was really rough as it was just Winnipeg going over and over and over again with zone time and pressure and shots. Demko robbed Paul Stastny as well, and then a few minutes after that it was Brock Boeser who tried to revert the momentum. He picks up the puck, he backhands it right through the crease. Oh my gosh, this one doesn't go through. And then a few minutes later, it's Nate Schmidt who gets a breakaway, and he gets stopped by Laurent Brossoit as well. He shoots it, the puck is trickling behind Brossoit, but he reaches behind him and he touches it before the puck crosses the line. Oh my gosh. The end of the second period also saw a very clutch play by Thatcher Demko because he came over here. The puck was in his knees. It looked like it was maybe crossing the line. Scheifele was right in front. He was yelling at the ref saying that it was in, but all the cameras trying to show the replay were blocked off by Demko's pads. He did a very good job covering the angles because if he didn't, I honestly thought that Scheifele scored at the end of the second period, but no, it was inconclusive because Thatcher Demko did a very good job covering the angles there. So, very good clutch play there by the young netminder. It's 1-0 at the end of the second, and then the third period starts, and we see probably one of the weirdest Canucks periods we have seen this season, because they had zone time, they had a lot of offensive pressure, and they had a lot of movement, but they just couldn't shoot. What was that? Vancouver, you guys aren't shooting the puck. You score goals by shooting it. You guys keep on trying to dangle it around, send it over to the side, ring it around the boards for the other guy looking for the perfect play. Nah, just shoot it, bro. The time on attack was so much favored for the Vancouver side here, they didn't even try to shoot. And the small amount of times that they did, hey, it's Laurent Brossoit. Who would have thunk it? He comes out here making more saves. Thatcher Demko also showed up pretty nicely in the third period as well. We had a multitude of great opportunities that just weren't capitalized on. Hughes had a shot that missed the net. A little bit after that, the Jets took the puck right back, and Stastny was stopped by Thatcher Demko. Hoglander tried to send one to the net that Pearson tipped wide, and Thatcher Demko had to stop a very nice wide drive by Mason Appleton. So all of a sudden, we're back over here. It's 2:28 to go in the third period. Thatcher Demko is at the bench. It's 6-on-5, and JT Miller brings the puck into the Jet zone. He's got a lane. He's got Boeser over in front. It's a one-goal game, and what happens? No, he wastes time, and he tries to drop it back, and it gets swatted away by Neil Pionk. What was that, bro? Neil Pionk then had another really good play where he chopped the puck away afterwards, and it was Mason Appleton who steals it away from Elias Pettersson. He comes in, he shoots, and he scores. It's the empty net. Pionk gets a very well-deserved assist on that play, but the very next shift, Hoglander comes out here, draws a penalty, and it's Derek Forbort who comes over and absolutely mauls the guy over. Now, this is honestly just a result of very poor officiating, because earlier in the game, Nils Hoglander kind of hit Forbort in the head. Really not a great play over there by Nils Hoglander. We've seen that he does dirty hits once in a while too in the SHL. Forbort on the same play, because it wasn't penalized, goes over and he cross-checks Hoglander like 3 times in a row to no penalties. And because that's not enough in the eyes of Derek Forbort, he goes after Hoglander again with 48 seconds left. 2-0 hockey game where he's winning. Absolutely charges on top of him. The whole Canucks lineup on the ice jumps onto the play as well. And it's eventually 4-on-4. I believe it's like Virtanen or whatever who goes to the box as well. I don't really know. But the referees decided to let all the penalties go until the very end, where it starts up again, where the Canucks are down by 2. The consistency of the reffing, man, awesome. And for Derek Forbort, man, I understand why he was upset, obviously, because Hoglander went out there and, like, did the thing to him, but he got 3 cross-checks in immediately after. Bud, calm down. You guys are already winning. You guys don't need to enforce any more dominance over a guy who's clearly mismatched. He's, like, 7 inches shorter than you, Forbort. Come on, bud. Come on. we might have to see some, I don't know, retaliation fighting a little bit in the next game. I'm not really too sure, but as long as we don't see Laurent Brossoit again, I think the Canucks are going to have some more success, I would hope. Because in this game, as I said, they played pretty okay. It's just they didn't shoot it. And when they did shoot it, it was Laurent Brossoit coming out here robbing the Canucks left and right. Now, to be fair, Demko did rob the Jets left and right as well, but Laurent Brossoit gets the shutout. Darn. That sucks. That really, yeah. Hope you enjoyed this video. Comment down below just saying so that Troll is 99. I'm gonna go watch Penthouse Season 2 after recording tomorrow's video because, hey, Korean dramas, I'm back on that grind, baby. And bye.